Montgomery, Alabama was chosen as the capital city of the civil rights movement in 1955. This was due to its deep-rooted history in the African American community, so much so that it was known as the cradle of the Confederacy. It was also the city where the Montgomery bus boycott took place, and its then current mayor, W.A. Gale, was supportive of the civil rights movement. Montgomery has an influential black population that inspired the city to make the necessary steps to address discrimination and segregation. Furthermore, legendary civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. had a home in Montgomery, and his church was in the city. It was in this same church that Dr. King wrote and gave his famous letter from Birmingham jail. Montgomery was also the first capital of the former Confederate States and the site of the opening of the Montgomery Improvement Association. The city also had an organized infrastructure and effective local resources to support civil rights advocates. Montgomery was also seen as a unique symbol of how a Southern city could rise above its past and embrace the spirit of racial justice. This made Montgomery an ideal location for gatherings such as the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, and the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC. Due to its advantageous location, Montgomery was an ideal location for civil rights campaigns because it was located in the middle of the 13 southern states at the time. As a result, Montgomery was chosen as a central meeting place for civil rights activists to organize and coordinate throughout the South. As the spiritual center of the civil rights movement, Montgomery had a strong connection to African American culture and identity. Montgomery's prominent black leaders framed civil rights in terms of protecting African American rights and calling for an end to racial oppression. Montgomery's symbolic meaning of providing an example of a successful integration of black civil rights into mainstream American society helped the movement gain momentum. With the city widely acknowledged as the focal point of the civil rights movement, Montgomery quickly became the symbol of the civil rights cause. The sense of persistence among Montgomery's activists led them to become the first city to successfully desegregate its bus system. Montgomery also played a key role in the shutdown of segregated lunch counters and successful desegregation of schools throughout the South. Additionally, the city hosted continuous civil rights rallies, conferences, and other events that helped draw attention to the issue. Dr. King's residence in Montgomery also provided key support for the civil rights movement and provided a sense of legitimacy. With such an inspirational backdrop, Montgomery drew in supporters from all over the region. Its historic significance and the presence of so many inspiring leaders made Montgomery the natural headquarters for the civil rights movement. In addition, Montgomery provided African American activists with a safe and secure place to operate and plan. The city's attitude towards civil rights and its legal system offered a place for civil rights activists to work and live. All of these factors combined to make Montgomery an obvious choice for the headquarters of the civil rights movement. During the 1950s and 1960s, Montgomery served as a launching pad for civil rights campaigns throughout the South.